guitarist Larry Tambadini here, jazz guitar under 5 minutes. Hey, I'm here today to talk about one of my favorite licks and the way you can sort of take a lick, deconstruct it, get way more mileage out of it. All too often, guitar players look at a lick or a line that somebody plays and you just sort of take that line for face value. There's a lot that you can do to get more mileage out of any lick and line. So let's just talk about the main lick that I played, which was, I'm playing over this minor 2/5. You can never have enough minor 2/5 licks, right? So I was basically playing over this progression. How many tunes do you know that are just like a tonic and a 2/5 until you get to a turnaround, and that's a whole A section. So when you think about a lick, maybe you think about a bar, maybe 2 bars. A great way to do it is to use it as a 4-bar idea, right? I'm sorry, an 8-bar idea. We want to think in broader terms. It's also going to help your phrasing and a lot of those type of concepts. So again, the line that I played was over that D minor 2/5. Now here it is really slow. Right? So that would be like the lick that you would see like in a book or any of these like PDF files, right? However you choose to get this information from your eyes to your brain and to your hand. You should be using your ears though. So let's use our ears. When I like to think about a line, the first thing that I think about is what beat is it coming in? Another thing that we see with a lot of licks is everything starts on 1. There's not a lot of stuff that you're going to play that's going to not sound like you're playing an exercise if you're starting on 1. So just simply starting on the end of 4 is a big deal, which is where this line started. All right, so I started on the end of 4 and I played this A note, right? There's your sort of generic minor line. Anytime you're building a lick, it's really good to have a bunch of somewhat, some people call it cliche or generic. It's part of the language, it's gonna sound good. So that's what I had. I played my D, I went down to C sharp, and then E to F. So there's the out note over the minor chord. That's an E flat note. And what's going to happen is I'm going to move that line that I played. This is a really great thing that you can do on the guitar. Maybe not any other instrument. So the line that I played sounded really hip, but basically I'm just playing this minor 7 flat 5 voicing. Right? E, B flat, D, G, root flat 5, flat 7, and the minor 3rd. And then here's the jazz part, right? And then, but that's not what I came out of the box playing. Like I didn't just, what I ended up doing is I tried to get a whole 8 bars out of that line. So I just started by playing this. And I comped for myself. And then, a great thing about playing these licks is, or playing lines or having a line-based vocabulary at times, is you can just sort of cut and paste some of the ideas. But there's a lot of options that you have, I ended up coming down from the 5th on that one. And, there's that line. Again, if you're trying to start all your lines on 1, it's going to be really hard to develop any type of momentum, any type of real sense of swing. I ended up walking my way up from that A, B, C sharp, you know, and then I worked my way down the third. And then I went up that other time, right? Sort of played the same thing, but instead of resolving going up, I went down, and then I went down, and then I went up. Both lines are really, really going to help you get through half of a solo. And you're not just regurgitating licks, you know, you're playing vocabulary. You don't play it the same exact way every time. There's always rhythmic subtleties, which is a whole other thing that we could talk about. But when you learn a lick, learn a way to use the whole lick and not just the line. Don't be afraid to develop the phrase. All right, jazz guitar friends. Hope that was interesting for you. If you made it this far, hit that like, share, subscribe button. I surely appreciate it. Bebop, keep swinging.